Kia ora, Legionnaires. Rycon here, and welcome to our new Cataclysm series. Now, we've had some interesting survival scenarios in the past on this channel and the main roleplay channel. Our last saw Hilma Baron swept away to the dawn of time, where she had to survive with nothing but her wits in a world without civilization. It was there she would face Migos, dinosaurs, and the wilderness. Oh my. And she survived. She overcame those hurdles. And now we have a new scenario. And a vote has been cast from a selection of our survivors from Season 2 of our short survival series. We have one who has come out on top. Her story began in the basement of a mansion. Carmen Moulton, our teenage assassin. She fought tooth and nail through a mansion full of frenzied freaks, all so that she might track down her target. Her job wasn't done, and she succeeded. On motorcycle back, she rode out, armored up, and with a lance in hand, she slew her target and found some form of safety. And as Carmen wanders the halls of the refugee center, she begins to hear a rumbling, and then an almighty flash of light. She feels the sensation of being pulled across space, across time, and then nothing. Only cold. Eventually, that sense of cold is just on the side of Carmen's face. She's laying down on a cold metal floor. Reaching around her, she finds something, or rather, someone. A body, a charred husk of a person, pulling away from it. Her eyes adjust to the space that she is in, and it is not where she was. And her belongings, her armor, her weapons, they are not here. She's wearing a jumpsuit of some kind, and boots that barely fit her. The only thing that still remains is her necklace of Saint Cyprian. The silence that surrounds her is cut through by a blaring alarm, the sounds of groaning metal, and a robotic voice.
All hands, abandon ship immediately.
Not a voice that she recognizes, and if she could see it, Carmen wouldn't recognize this world either, because she's not in Kansas anymore. No, Legionnaires, welcome to Cataclysm Aftershock. Carmen has been dragged through time and space to hundreds of years in the future, to an extrasolar colony on an icy world. How did she come to be here, and why? Right now, those answers are going to need to take a backseat, as survival comes first. And so, rising to her feet, Carmen's journey in this unfamiliar world begins. And this Carmen Moulton that we have here is exactly who she was before. She's been imported in from the other save. And yeah, you might notice that things look a little bit different. We've rolled back to the Undead People tile set for this series, as Aftershock has some unique tiles that the other tile sets don't cater for. All of the world's setup information, mods, etc. will be outlined at the end of today's episode, because we are getting straight on into it. And so, this is the space that we are in. This is all that we know around us. And yeah, we have a crew jumpsuit, and a screwdriver, and a necklace, the only possession of Carmen's that remains. And to the north of us is that corpse, this charred being. Let's not get too close. No. But on the bunk next to us here, we have an ID card. We'll grab it for now. And as tempted as I am to have a look at the world map, we're going to wait. There's yet another ID card here as well, so we'll take another just in case. And in the corner of the room, we have a rebreather mask. Useful for when we're underwater. Who knows, we might be. So let's go and grab and wear the rebreather mask for now. It is going to give us a little bit of extra mouth encumbrance, but it's extra protection and whatnot that I think could be rather good. Hey, we got a crash axe here and some oxygen candles. an ignitable device that produces oxygen through a exothermic chemical reaction. Interestingly enough, these are used in submarines. We also have some throwable fire extinguishers as well. We're going to pick those up. Oh, and we are going to be wielding that crash axe, a pretty damn decent tool for us to have this early on. It's got prying ability, it's got a decent bash and cut to it. It's a really nice weapon for us to have. And oh boy, as we open the door, light comes flooding in. This place has electricity. It also has fire. We can see some doors to the south of us that are probably going to need those ID cards. Armory. There's an armory. Fantastic. I would love to get down there. Now, in a meta sense, if we have a look at the place that we're in, this does say crashing ship, so we might not have a huge amount of time to act here. To the north of us, we've got what looks to be like a mess hall up here. Yup, and a barracks up that way there. Okay, well, let's see if we can get through the fire, first of all. Oh boy, yeah, let's not get too close. That's very, very hot, and we've already started blistering. Wonderful. Great. It's going well. It's going well. We're going to wield one of those throwable extinguishers. We're going to activate it, pull the plug on it, and we are going to throw that thing on over here and hope that we can hit. Great. I mean, didn't really help. And we're slightly poisoned. Wonderful. It's going so well. It's going oh so well. We're going to have to get closer. We are going to have to get closer because we need this to work. Okay, throw, and let's just try and see if we can get down there. Okay, that's better. Extinguish those flames, please. That's a no. That's a negative. That's not happening. Okay, and of course, yeah, the reason why we got so much fog before is because it kind of hit the side of the wall there. Let's grab this crash axe and we're going to continue moving on here. We are slightly poisoned. Looks like this might just be a bathroom. And yup, okay, it is. Moving on this way, nothing under the sink. Guess we're heading up and towards the barracks. We've got some reinforced vending machines all over the place here. I really hope we don't have to go down that way. Can we open these? We can. And we've got more destruction to the east there. Let's carry on. What is this? Cargo Bay 1 and Shuttle Bay 1. Well, if this is a crashing ship, we probably want to try and see if we can find a way off of it. Workshop. Okay, Exo Bay card reader. We got ID cards. Let's see if we can use it. And we have escape pods and vehicle bay. That sounds even better, but for now, let's see if we can get this thing open. Okay, do we get to keep the ID card? Wonderful. So we might only need one. What do we got going on here? Okay, there's a lot of interesting looking things here. Exosuit gantry. A gantry for supporting an exosuit upright during maintenance and repair. Includes the specialized tools needed for complex repairs and will also charge the suit's power when active. This one's not currently functioning, but those are exosuits. Plastic arm plate, helmet plates, gasoline, ice power supply. These plasma torches sound cool as well. Exosuit underlayers. Okay, so I have no idea what any of these things are, and Carmen doesn't either. So we're in the same boat right now. It looks like most of them have those plasma torches alongside them. This way, there isn't as much fire. So I think we're probably going to try and see if we can, okay, can we climb this? We can get over the top of that. So, right, shall we try and put this thing on? Okay, cannot be worn directly. We can put the undersuit layer on. That's going to give us a bit of warmth, and just in general, I think that that's going to be good. Do we use this? It's an exosuit gantry. Yep, I guess we know that. So why is the exosuit underlayer purple? We've got ballistic glass on our eyes here. This is really good coverage across the board. Yeah, this is a form-fitting suit meant to be worn by the exosuit pilot. Although not a requirement for operating an exosuit, it features haptic feedback systems that offer improved performance and comfort while doing so. The suit is not designed for use outside of armor. The standard model uses a scale mail of overlapping plastic discs for incidental protection. That sounds very, very nice. Now, okay, we are having it interact or rather conflict with our socks, so we'll take those off for now. And yeah, how can we go about utilizing any of these things? Okay, so I think we're going to have to get the frame on first, and it looks like we're probably going to have to take off the rest of our equipment. So let's take off the jumpsuit for now, the boots, and the rebreather mask. Hopefully having the necklace on isn't going to conflict here. Let's try this one here, exosuit frame. Okay, we can get this on. It's an average encumbrance of 26, but the protection is very nice. This heavy mining drill, I'm looking at the damage here. Okay. One thing at a time. Let's start with the frame. Okay, we put it on and we are immediately deafened. We cannot hear anything through this right now. This is a standard exosuit frame designed to be modular. It can accept a variety of power supplies, defensive and offensive systems, and utility tools. Slots exist for head, torso, power supply, back, arms, and legs. So now that we've got that on, can we insert things into the frame itself? Okay, so that's how that works. So first of all, I think we're going to need to get the exosuit power supply unit in there. So let's get that. There's a mounted lamp, arm plates, helmet, leg, and torso. Let's get all of those put in place. And if we activate it, turn on that exosuit, manage exosuit modules. Oh boy, yeah, there's a fair amount to this. We've got different hard points on the helmets, on the torsos, arm compartments. Okay, we're not going to mess around with that for now. We'll just try and see if we can get this thing turned on. Okay, that's got it going, I think. Except it's not really going. The power supply should be consuming this at the moment, so I'm not sure why we have no visibility whatsoever. Turning on our lamp doesn't affect or change anything. Yeah, you know what? We will take off that suit just for now and to try and get our breath back. Having a look at the rest of the stuff here. We've got a gasoline power supply here. Structural imager modules. A compact imaging tool capable of scanning and visualizing objects hiding behind walls, maintenance panels, and all sorts of visual barriers. This is absolutely wild. Oh, it utilizes clairvoyance to be able to actually see through things. That's the scan. Okay. Yeah, so for whatever reason, we haven't really been able to get the other suit powered up properly. And realistically, we just might not know how to operate these things, really. And I think, to be safe, we should focus on maybe just trying to get out of here. As much as I would like to try and stick around and figure out all of these really, really neat toys here, yeah, maybe we just focus on carrying on. So I'm wondering now, with this exosuit underlayer, we seem to be able to wear our other clothing totally fine. We'll keep the boots on. We can wield the plasma torches and all the rest. I don't know what. I imagine that would probably use power from the suit to be able to use it, because I'm thinking about us cutting through walls here. Yeah. No. Carmen, let's be smart. As tempting as all of this is, I think we just need to go. I still think we might want to have that rebreather mask, just in case though, so we will be chucking that on for now. Let's see what we have in here. We have dead bodies, it looks like. And we've got some doors to the north of us, and what I hope is a pod that we can use. Let's check these bodies first of all and see what's going on here. There's a weapon, Safert 84K, commonly carried by shipping crews that can afford it. Safert's Armistice 84K pistol doesn't particularly shine or show anything special, but it keeps you safe on long journeys in the vast dark of Orion's arm. So we're in the Orion constellation right now? Okay. And hang on, you've got 2 of these pistols. Oh, there's 2 corpses here. That'll be why. We've got some hard arm guards here. We're going to go and put those on. And I would very much like to bring one of those pistols with us. We just don't have a lot of carrying capacity right now. We will if we chuck on some cargo pants or the work pants. The work pants protect us a little bit more, but the cargo pants do have a higher carrying capacity. And we can wear them without us being too encumbered. Why is it so hot in here? Okay, so we've got a few effects going on at the moment. Complete climate control. You're wearing equipment that helps handle harsh conditions, and also cold barrier. reduces incoming cold damage by 25%. We're extremely warm right now, and is that because of the exosuit underlayer? No, it only has a warmth of 10, so it just must be incredibly hot in here. But thankfully we can take a few more things now, but we still can't take this pistol. And pistols, that's what Carmen does. Okay, well, let's quickly check this other person here. Other people? Yeah, no, there's a few people here. We've got yet another jumpsuit and more of these pistols. And what looks like maybe a pod that's just totally on fire. Great. Okay, Crash Axe. Can we put you... No, we can't put you in our inventory. Well, one of these people, at the very least, has some cargo pants that can fit us, so we're going to go and put them on instead. The jumpsuit and our cargo pants, they are going to conflict. Unfortunately, I think the pistol is just too big to fit in any of our things. It's about 20 centimeters long, and the Crash Axe is 40 centimeters long. Cargo pants can take up to 19 centimeters. Damn, we are close to being able to take one of those pistols. We can take the ammunition out of them though, right? The magazines. Let's take the magazines as they are for now. And then we could make the really ballsy decision of leaving the Crash Axe behind in favor of taking a pistol. I'm just gonna sort out these magazines. Okay, so we've got 2 that are full and we have 1 in this as well. It's full metal jacket, 10mm rounds. Oh, I feel terrible about leaving the Crash Axe. But yeah, I mean, she feels more comfortable with the pistol. Can't say no to that. And I don't think we can make any basic carrying tools at the moment. Not with the cargo pants. So we're just going to have to live with it. We can come back for it if we really need to. Okay, we can't get into there. Hang on. Logging into escape pod. Login successful, press any key. Let's not ready it yet. Let's see what else we have here first. Another big room. This is maybe a shuttle bay. It looks pretty damaged. What do we got over here? More fire extinguishers. Rebreather masks, and oxygen candles. I don't know how necessary those candles are going to be. Hey, we've got an IFAK pouch. There's a foam gun here as well that we can load with industrial foam. It's expanding foam. So it could be a way for us to be able to block off certain areas. Useful, for sure. Can we afford to take that with us? I mean, maybe we've got the space, so let's go and reload. We'll have to get rid of our other one just for the time being. Oh, and now it doesn't fit once it's reloaded. Bullshit. And it doesn't look like we can take the IFAK pouch either, but we can take some things out of it. So let's take the hemostatic powder, the tourniquet, 2 things that can save our life, the bandages and the gauze. And you know what? Those adhesive bandages that are here, we're going to go and put them on some of our just basic wounds. Oh, we can take the pouch as it is now, but it's not going to help us. Yep. Okay, well, I guess we're escaping. Look, I don't know how long we can stay on this ship, and Carmen sure as hell doesn't, so we're just going to go for it. Escape pod. Ready to escape. Yes. Lock disabled. Okay. So we can get into it? We can. Hang on. What is in here? A load of things. Type 2 landfall survival kit. There's a load of stuff. There's a broken distress beacon. We've got a survival gun on a back holster, military mess kit, all these plastic bags. Do we have a way to carry any of this? Can you wear it? No, but we can wear the back holster. So we will do that. We have this landfall survival gun on our back now. We'll take the ammunition for that out of here just in case we lose it. The survival manual too. Looks like we can actually take most of this stuff. Heat retention cream. Okay. I mean, sure, just in case it all goes horrifically wrong. Take that flashlight, the flint and steel, the folding knife, the clean water. Our thirst is slaked. We could just drink it now, but we'll take all of that for now. As much as we can. And survival rations. Yes, please. Okay, so I think that's it. Let's step in, press the launch button. And okay. Where the heck did we end up? What happened? I think that event it's transported us somewhere. So our pod crashed into a building that is surrounded by thick patches of snow, or the snow that has fallen through here. Alright, and the temperature is low. That's considering that we're wearing a lot of different stuff. We have our cold barrier at the moment. We also have complete climate control. I think this is still going to take an effect on us though. Let's finally have a look at our map and see exactly where we are. We can't see anything else around us right now. Formless ruins, southwest. Okay, we'll take a step here and still nothing. So we're on level 0 at the moment. So we are on the main ground, but we can't see anything at all around us. It's all still marked as unexplored. So what have we got? Cryopods, long-term sleep pods. Okay, we are off of the ship now, right? Gotta hope so. Got habitat windows here. Let's actually have a look, see what was up here. There was light that just came out of that thing. We'll look at that in a moment. First of all, what have we got here? Micellular growth medium, neural electrodes, peripheral electrodes. I don't know if any of the stuff is useful or not at all. There's chromium oxide here. All of it is bizarre to Carmen, and it's bizarre to me. So we're in the same boat. Okay, what is this? It's dazzling light coming from these cryopylons. This super chilled pylon is so cold it seems to pull in warmth towards itself and create a light breeze of freezing air. Yeah, our head is incredibly cold right now, so we probably don't want to be in here. Let's get away from the freeze. Formless ruins. Okay, no way through this area here. Let's carry on. Okay. And I think we're seeing outside. We've got a broken cyborg and a skitterbot and just a desolate landscape. So much ice, so much snow, and we can see pavement, asphalt, beneath all of it. There are segments of it that are slowly degrading from cracks, frost heaves, and lack of maintenance, so it hasn't been taken care of for a long while. We can see some casings across the road from us, more structures in the distance, and something rather strange to the north, a moss bush. Large colourful stems protruding out of it. Doesn't look like earth moss. No, that looks weird. Do we have anything else on our map yet? Yes, we do. We can see a very small amount around us. We're in these formless ruins. Oh, and that's our escape pod there. So we must have been shunted slightly to the side of it. We also have an office tower, an astrobiology lab, an aquacultural farm, an augmentation clinic, and more of these ruins. And we can see creatures around here. A rat snatcher, a small and flimsy hexapod drone that relies on sheer speed to hunt rats and other small pests. It has either gone rampant or been maliciously reprogrammed. We have a classic skitterbot here as well, and a broken cyborg wandering these icy streets, and it is incredibly icy. We are freezing to death at the moment. Complete climate control, my ass. You know what? How does this heat retention cream work? Rub this on your skin when you're expecting exposure to extreme cold temperatures. Cannot protect from instant frostbite. Smells like the inside of a sheep. Well, that's just great. Okay, so again, it's using spells to do this, which is quite interesting. That took way too long for us to apply. The skitterbot is now at us. Well, that's just swell. Okay, looks like we might be able to duck into this area here, which we are going to attempt to do, to try and see if we can just get away from the skitterbot. We are running as fast as we can, and it is still keeping up. This is not good. This is bad. Rather bad. We're going to have to shoot this thing, or try to. It attempts to shock us, but we dodge. Can we get one square away from this thing? We can, just. We start to steady up. Time to fire. Okay, we hit it for 16 damage. Not bad, Carmen. Let's keep on moving back, steadying up again. It's getting closer and closer, and I'm glad that we took this over the crash axe now. 22 damage, that's better. This thing is nearly dead. One more good shot should do it. Can we afford a good shot? No, we're just gonna have to go for this. And that is enough to do it. The skitterbot dies. The gun feels good in her hand. It leaves behind a Kevlar panel and its broken remains. Now that is our escape pod. So for whatever reason, we got shunted into the building. Let's see. Okay, is everything still in here? Actually, no, it's given us new stuff. I don't think that this is all meant to be here, because obviously we took the stuff from up top. So, out of the interest of us not cheesing it, we're not going to touch that. But we do have a descent guidance system here. We can't really seem to touch that at all. Okay, how's the temperature in here? The temperature in here is good. Okay, so we can take a moment in here to catch our breath, and let's go and reload. Oh, the survival gun, we only do 1 round at a time. Great, that's fine. Let's put some of those loose rounds into this magazine, and I suppose we should reload our actual gun, but we'll step outside to do that. Is that smart? I mean, our temperature is okay for a moment here. Oh, I put the wrong magazine in. That's my bad. Let's just put a fresh one in there. And I suppose we'll unload that one quick and put those rounds in there. Temperature is still okay. That's good. And let's reload our survival gun. Cool. We can do that with that still on our back. Good, good. And I'm imagining the range of this is okay. Range 13. That's the maximum range. On the pistol, maximum range 14. So I don't really foresee us using the survival gun. We'll keep it on our back for now, but I can't see us using it long term. Plus, pistols are our game. Thankfully, nothing came running over here when we fired our pistol. We did see a bit of activity up this way though, towards the aquacultural farm. I want to try and get into this astrobiology lab or the office. The office, I can't imagine it having anything that's too good. I am afraid that we are going to start to feel that temperature before too long. I am thinking though, oh, cold climate control. We've got that on now. You're wearing equipment that helps handle harsh climates. So I think that is the cream that we've put on us. So it's going to last. I don't know how long it's going to last for though. So we kind of have to be a little bit quick about this. I suppose we could duck into the ruins and try and make our way over that way. Looks like the cyborg has already dealt with those that were up there. I mean, the skitterbot came in our direction anyway. Oh, there ain't much to the ruin. Yeah, it's pretty messed up. Broken cyborg is staying over there for now, and we've got a downspout. We could try and climb there to get a little bit more of a view, and we've got some more strange things. Lichen shrub. A small mound of lichen grows here, noticeably bigger than the lichen and moss around it. Okay. And a lichen bed. Familiar yet unfamiliar. Lichen and moss clings to rocks and lifeless dirt here, providing a squishy but colourful grass. Is it safe? Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, I can understand why the temperature is as low as it is, because this is an ice world. As far as we can see, that's what we're looking at here. And I don't want to dick around in the cold. We need to try and get to a climate-controlled environment, and it looks like across the road here, this lab is exactly that. So let's just kind of head along this way. We can see a manhack to the southeast, huh? It's quite a ways away. 2 broken cyborgs, and they're not on us right now, but they will be soon. Let's see. Doors, are you going to open? No, it's locked. Well, swell. I am potentially seeing a way in. Ventilation shutters, large mounted panel, fragile metal sheets. So that would kind of let the cold in. So it kind of defeats the purpose, but in the favor of us getting resources and whatnot, okay, we'll do that. And we've got a scatterbot that's come for us right away, and we're seeing some strange things behind the glass there. We've got medical gloves, liquid ammonia, artificial muscle fibers, so many weird things. Okay, Skitterbot, you're going to be a problem, aren't you? We're going to start to aim, and we're going to try and get as good of an aim as we possibly can here. Okay, you're right in front of us. We've got a good aim though. 29 damage, that's a critical. That is good. One more shot like that should be enough to take you out. Come on. There we go. 2 shots and we got you down. The broken cyborgs will be able to make their way around here. What do we got? Applications of Salus IV Lichen. So that must be where we are. This is a sheaf of notes detailing some species of lichen. Most of the information is useless to you, except for the fact that the majority of Salus IV's life forms' metabolism relies on a macronutrient that acts like a neurotoxin for humans. One useful note is a detailed procedure to neutralize said neurotoxin, so that we could, eat it or something? We're going to take that for now. Everything else here, monomeric slurry, I don't know what that's for. It's a collection of polymers. You can create proteins and other building blocks of life with it. I'm sure you can, if you really wanted to. Oh boy, what the hell do we have in there? Leviathan annelids. Several massive protrusions emerge from the ground, coiled together into a tower. At the top, blue and purple tentacles sway in the wind, and we have a massive lichen tree here as well. It's a corrugated body that sprouts out of the lichen into mushroom-like limbs, which their dust fills the air. Great. I can imagine it's probably not healthy for humans. Searching around here, we're going to try and see if we can find things that we can use. The batteries, no doubt potentially useful, and we've got a broken cyborg that has stalked us over here. I want to try and see if we can find things that are going to help us with the horrific cold, because our gel, that's only going to do us for so long. People were surviving here before, and I can't imagine that they were gelling themselves up every opportunity that they got. Okay, dust mask, that's not going to really help us. Jumping across the other side. Lots of chemical things. So really not exactly what we're looking for right now. We don't want to go in there. Nope. Let's carry on. We got a biolab thing here as well. CRISPR biolab. Oh, okay, so for like genetic modification and whatnot. We got some more books here too. Art and Science of Chemical Warfare and Blade Combatives. We're going to take Blade Combatives. Checking the desk, there's nothing in there. Okay, Broken Cyborg, you are guarding the way out. Let's see if we can just make it around here without the cyborg paying too much attention to us. So far, so good. Closing up those doors. What have we got in here? Okay, there's a lot of things. Magellan exosuits. So more exosuits, wonderful. Yeah, there's a few of these exosuits here. So this one down here seems to fit us. And it also takes energy, it seems. Okay, let's have a look at it. A high-quality civilian-grade EVA suit, often employed by well-established frontier research and exploration associations. Designed to support the exploration of challenging terrain, it offers respectable protection against common environmental hazards like extreme temperatures, inhospitable atmospheres, and light radiation. It leaves arms and hands relatively unencumbered to aid the manipulation of scientific instruments. An integral battery allows the suit to operate for up to 34 hours, but complicates field recharging. Okay, let's hope that there is a way to get that charged up. We've also got the helmet as well. The high-quality helmet of a Magellan exosuit, adapted to handle the freezing but breathable air of Salus IV. In addition to its life support functionality, it features a minor augmented reality UI overlay and a retractable gold-plated visor to protect against glare and UV light. Although not armored as such, it's strong enough to handle minor blunt impacts. It's good protection, and I think that that's what we need more than anything else right now. I'd love to be able to get the tool belt on though. Can we do that before anything else? Yes, please. Let's put that on. Okay, now, right. We cannot put on the exosuit because we are wearing stuff on our feet. Okay, so the boots, they come off. The hard arm guards, they're probably going to have to come off as well. But that's everything. Okay, putting on the exosuit. We've got that on. And now what about the helmet? Yep, nothing's stopping us from chucking that on. There we go. But this is not currently powered, so I imagine we're probably going to have to do a bit to help with that. Okay, we've got a few different climate control things going on right now, which is good. But yeah, as to how we... Oh, yeah, that lasts a while. The cold resistance cream. 6,000 turns. Okay, so we're actually looking okay temperature-wise for a while. Good to know. And it does look like we can still use the tool belt without too much trouble. We're going to keep the cargo pants on though, because we don't have, well, I was going to say any other way to carry stuff, but the exosuit might have a capacity for carrying. It doesn't have any storage. Okay, so we'll keep things the way that they are for now. And I suppose we'll have a look and see if there's anything else that we can utilize here. Anything that actually fits okay. Probably worth us having earplugs, but we won't leave them in for now. Potassium iodide, if we're going to be dealing with radiation, maybe we'll take 2 of those for the time being. And nothing else that really fits us. The nape protector is only going to be good with these hard hats. So we're going to keep our exosuit on, but finding a way to charge that would be good. So as we can see, this tool has a rechargeable power cell and is not compatible with standard batteries. So right now, 0 charge, but if we can find a way to charge it, that would be great. That would be really good. Okay, leaving that behind for now. let's continue on throughout this place. We've actually got a computer that seems to be working. Some unread memory cards, which we will take. What do we got here? Peer-to-peer bartering, okay. Let's see, what do we have going on? The console doesn't display anything coherent. Interesting, we just can't understand it at all. We've nearly cleared this place out. There's a pen back here. Yeah, we're not going to need it. Opening up here, we have yet another console in the corner. Some frozen vodka. Can't do much with that. Oh, and an e-ink tablet PC. I'd very much like to bring that with us, but it doesn't look like we're going to be able to with everything that we're carrying at the moment. So if we just shuffle things around a little bit, we may be able to get it. Oh, it's the length. It's 25 centimeters long. We don't have anything that can take that. Unless we could store it in the back holster. Yeah, no, everything's too small. So, unfortunately, not an option. And it looks like this computer console doesn't display anything either. A shame, a shame. Okay, let's think about this. If we can put together a sling or something basic like that, that would seriously improve our carrying capacity. I'm surprised that we can't utilize the tool belt. Yeah, I mean, max length 70 centimeters. Okay, that's bizarre. Let's see, let's go back to that. Well, I guess there's only certain things that we can put onto the tool belt. Holster does not accept this item type or form factor. Yeah, so even if we put other things in there, it ain't gonna help us out right now. Okay, so back to brainstorming. For a makeshift sling, all we need is a blanket of some kind. And there's an emergency blanket back in here. We haven't seen any other blankets, right? There wasn't one on the bed. At least I don't think there was. Let's see if we can head back that way quick. No, just books. No blankets on this bed. Okay, we're hearing a lot of noise out the front as well, so when leaving this place, I think we're going to want to try and do it through here. Smashing that with our pistol and stepping outside, we're back out in the cold in this strange city. To the north of us, we can see a body on the ground. Let's have a look at you. You were a person, it seems. But you are frozen solid. You've been dead there for a while. Carmen, let's hope that you don't join her. And Legionnaires, I hope you will join me for the next episode, as we are in a truly alien place. Now, I did talk about sharing the mods and the world settings that we're running with in this series. So, let's jump into that. Our active world mods are both the Aftershock core content pack and also the full total conversion. We also have Mind over Matter, which adds psionic abilities to the game. Not that we have access to that right yet. And the same goes for mythical martial arts. We know nothing about them, but they're out there in the world. And then finally, under rebalancing, we have speedy dex, which means that the higher that our dex gets, the more it improves our speed. And then finally, stats through skills. As our skills improve, we'll see that reflected in our stats as they start to bump up over time. And then under our world options here, the size of cities is set to 16 and the city spacing is 0. So we're trying to go for mega cities here where we can. Although because this is a unique map gen, I don't know how it'll play out. But ideally, we get those really, really big cities across the landscape. Then under monster evolution scaling factor, this is usually set to 4. We've changed this to 2, meaning that creatures will upgrade faster in general. And everything else throughout here is all default, with wandering hordes allowed. And that is going to wrap us up for our very first episode in Aftershock. It feels a little retro going back to the Undead People tile set, which of course you can find in the description, but it really works for this mod setup. I attempted to use Altica, but we didn't even have tiles for the snow, and so things looked whack. And I should also note with the voting, it was down to the wire, and I haven't closed the voting yet. So if you head back to the last episode of our short survival series, season 2, you can find that poll pinned at the top of the comments. As while Carmen, our teenage hitwoman, is a hell of a badass, this world is incredibly dangerous. The environmental factors alone are enough to kill. And so, The folks that we've got in second and in third place may still be seen throughout this series, but let's still keep our fingers crossed for Carmen here. And Legionnaires, if you did enjoy today's episode, please consider leaving a comment or a like to let me know if you enjoyed the show. As for now, I have been Rycon. You have all been awesome, and until next time, stay tuned.